and welcome to this edition of Mornings. It's Friday and a B-Day here at North Penn. I'm Angela Tessitore.
And I'm Sophie Collins. It was a busy week for us, especially with multiple events happening around North Penn. So let's start off with our top stories.
3 weeks prior to the election, North Penn's very own Night Crier hosted a school board town hall debate. The debate was open to the public and hosted members of North Penn Views and North Penn Neighbors for Progress. Editors and staff members served as moderators in a Q&A format that lasted roughly 90 minutes. School funding, safety, and diversity were just several of the topics discussed. Congratulations, Night Crier, on your successful town hall debate.
The one and only Mr. Brumbaugh is back to test your knowledge on this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Hey, welcome to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge. This week we're going to do a music question. What American pop music icon decided to change his career and become a singer after he saw a man have a heart attack? The answer when we get back.
The North Penn Alumni Athletic Association hosted its 15th Hall of Fame ceremony and its 9th Lifetime Achievement induction. 8 former North Penn athletes were recognized for their athletic achievement and their dedication to the North Penn community. Inductee Susan Capps Morris shared her story and personally congratulated the new inductees.
Senior Polox Garcia was recognized as part of the National Hispanic Recognition Program by the College Board. Each year, College Board honors 5,000 Hispanic and Latino students from more than 400,000 juniors who take the National Merit Qualifying Test. He was recognized at the National Merit Breakfast on Wednesday, along with other National Merit Scholarship Program semifinalists.
We have Jessica Nardone in the studio today to give us all North Penn news. What do you have for us this morning, Jessica?
Thanks, Sophia and Angela. And we have much to get into, so let's jump right in. The Unified Bocce team will have an organizational meeting next Tuesday, the 22nd, during nighttime in the Aux Gym. Use the post on Classroom as your pass and join the team by getting on the Classroom code Y33YVU2 if you haven't already. Powder Puff football will be here before you know it. Sign-ups for all grades will take place during the last week of October during lunches. The cost is $15 per player, which covers the cost of your t-shirt as well. Powder Puff takes place on Tuesday, November 26th, the night before Thanksgiving break on the turf field. Tune into next week's show for more information. 2 announcements from the Key Club as they are collecting new cans of Play-Doh to be donated to St. Christopher's Hospital for Children. The donation will provide children that are receiving chemotherapy with something to play with during treatments, so be sure to bring new sealed cans to the box office of Miss Law's athletic office door as the collection drive runs through the rest of today. Key Club will also be collecting for a trick-or-treat for UNICEF beginning in late October. Members can get boxes in Miss Law's office, and all proceeds will help with the Eliminate Project, a joint effort of Kiwanis International to eliminate maternal and neonatal tetanus. That's all for this week's Lowdown, and now let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Jessica. Hey, Sophie, why did the Invisible Man fail math?
Why?
He couldn't count his fingers.
Let's see what you would do if you were invisible on this week's Question of the Week.
Sneak into Area 51.
I'd steal all the chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Rob a bank. Steal a plane and go to a different country.
I would tickle people.
I would prank my older brother. Sorry, Austin.
Steal all the Olive Garden breadsticks.
I would dance all day, even though I can't dance.
I would prank Mr. Nicholson.
See what people say about us. Sneak into Post Malone's house.
Win every game of hide and seek.
I would start a food fight. I'd steal a bunch of candy from a gas station.
Well, I'm already invisible, but they still call me Judd.
We have Eric Jessberger here in the studio this morning with this week's Sports Update. How are you doing this morning, Eric?
Thanks, Sophie and Angela. I'm doing great this morning. And to kick off our sports update this week, we have a feature of a senior athlete that I got the chance and the opportunity to catch up with about his amazing career in the pool. Here is North Penn's Sean Fakish. In a sport where the difference between glory or failure is judged down to the 10th of a second, an athlete must make every second in the pool count.
Coming to practice at 5 a.m., coming to practice after school. Every day you're just ready to compete, you're ready to race, and all those countless hours of work we put in, and just is something we have to do, and to get better, you're gonna have to do that. And if you have the effort and you put in the effort, and you'll know it'll all work out in the end.
From learning how to swim at the age of 4 to representing USA's World Junior team in Budapest, it's been an incredible journey for Sean, the journey of a lifetime.
My parents threw me in swim lessons. I completed a lap across the pool when I was 5, and ever since then I've just been swimming and playing water polo my entire life.
But Sean Fakish will pick up the rebound. The incredible senior Sean Fakish tonight with 5 goals tallied up. It's a tradition of swim and water polo in the Fakish name, a tradition of excellence that stays in the mind of Sean every time he is competing.
It's awesome just knowing that I'm a small piece to this huge puzzle here. I've had many accomplishments, and for the future swimmers also, just coming in here and hopefully having them see my name up there, seeing the banners, seeing the pictures. That's just everything that you want to see the younger kids do. You want to be a role model here. And when I walk in and just seeing all the younger kids at practice every day, it's like looking and seeing, hey, I was that kid 5 or 6, 7 years ago. It's just awesome. I'm hoping that they can follow the right path and hopefully get to the same stage as I am now and even surpass me. I want to see someone that is even better than what I've done here, and hopefully go on and do bigger and greater things. And that's everything that I look forward to in the future also, just coming back here and saying, oh, look, my record's broken. That's awesome.
With one more ride to go, Sean and his fellow Knights are set for their senior season, their last ride as Knights.
We're hoping to break a couple more records this year, and hopefully rewrite the history of North Penn and rewrite the record books here. So.
And the North Penn Knights are state champions!
Great words from the senior as Sean's looking to wrap up a strong water polo season with his fellow Knights with states in 2 weeks. And let's also hope for no snow days as Sean Fakish will be out in Wisconsin for the Olympic trials in June. Playoffs are on the horizon for our other fall teams as well, as the field hockey team has qualified for the District 1 playoffs. They travel to Springford on Monday to kick off our fall sports playoff action. Be sure to head out to the Knights football game tonight at CB South at 7 o'clock as they get set to clash with the Titans in Week 9 of the season. That will wrap up this week's sports update. Good luck to our Knights in playoffs next week. I'm Eric Jessberger, and now let's throw it back to the desk.
Thanks, Eric. Speaking of sports, Mrs. Panaski held the first formal unified flag football game in the Ox Gym. Coach Beck assisted as a guest coach, and the game consisted of 8 unified players and 6 partners. Students cheered players on the sidelines. The 2 teams, red for the Patriots and green for the Eagles, competed in a friendly competition. Both teams did such an awesome job that they ended in a tie. Good luck in your next game.
Did you tweet your answer to NPTV using the hashtag Brumball? Let's check back in with Mr. Brumball himself for this week's answer.
Hey, welcome back. The answer you've all been waiting for, especially Dr. Hall. It's his favorite singer. Neil Diamond was originally going to become a doctor until he saw a man have a heart attack in front of him and decided to change his career path. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Brumball Challenge.
There is no winner for the Brumball Challenge this week. Now we have Mr. Monero in the studio with members of the Thespian Troupe. How are you doing today, Mr. Monero?
Angela, you know the answer to that question, right?
Yep.
I never had a bad day in my life. And I'm having an even better day because Lizzie Martin and Matt Bartholomeus, which one is it? Bartholomeus. They're here today because we have something coming up that happens every year here at North Penn High School. It's a great tradition. Trick or treat, so tots can eat. Tell us about it.
On October 21st to the 31st, we're going to be doing a can drive where you bring in canned foods and non-perishable items to your first period classes.
All right, and Lizzie, what happens then?
So we will be coming to collect all the cans at the end of the day, and then we count them. And then one of us will bring them over to Manna to donate them every day.
And then whatever classroom has the most pounds wins, right?
Yes.
Is there a strategy, like is there a certain canned good that weighs the most that you know about?
I don't remember it, but someone I forget what class last year, but
I feel like it was a science class.
I think so.
Yeah, I think maybe like those canned potatoes or something like that. So that starts October 21st, you said?
Yes.
And runs through Halloween?
Yes.
All right. Trick or Treat So Tots Can Eat starting up next week. Bring in your canned goods for a great cause and help the North Penn High School Thespians. Right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. And also, one quick thing, Ms. Young and Mr. Fluck, I think Joey Christian is still waiting for his TV from the half-court shot. He'd like to know when he's going to get that, so if you could hook him up, that'd be great. North Penn, have a great weekend. Diane West, have a great weekend, and let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Mr. Monero. That's all we have for this week of mornings. I'm Angela Tessitore.
And I'm Sophie Collins. Have a nice weekend, North Penn.